Not long ago, members of the Jewish, Muslim, and Christian faiths came together to share their beliefs and explore common ground.
We are bringing together in fellowship the children of Abraham. Jews, Christians, and Muslims in discussion and dialogue about the oneness of the one true God and the oneness of our family.
The event was sponsored by the Committee on Christian Unity and Interreligious Concerns at St. Paul United Methodist Church in San Antonio.
Welcome. Let me ask you to repeat after me, God's peace be upon you. Shalom Aleichem. Assalamu alaikum. This is not a literacy test, but we have now all spoken 3 different languages together. And we point to this with the idea that if all of us had been born in China, we would be speaking perfect Chinese right now and not even think about it. So we are the products of our environments, but we are also given the opportunity to grow beyond our circumstances. And this is what we hope to achieve today in a small way. And we applaud the courage of our panelists, the representatives of Jewish, Christian, and Islamic faiths. We applaud the courage of those of us who are here today.
As we explore what others hold sacred, that we're finding not only that they are complementary, but congruent. And if we believe, as a Muslim, as I do, that there's only one creator and therefore only one source for revelation, then revelation has to be consistent with itself and consistent with others.
A panel of representatives from each faith presented core beliefs.
We need to revisit and remember, and for some of us learn what we hold in common, in our commonalities and our heritage through the biblical character of Abraham. Our particular faith, we hold that in common in a very special way.
I think we have a lot of things in common. I feel like we're called to love our neighbors, and one of the ways we begin to love them is to know them and respect them and the faith that they represent.
Having of one mind needs to focus on the fact that we love each other, not that we think the same.
Afterward, participants separated into groups and discussed passages from Scripture which each faith had in common.
Don't be afraid that much of ignorance, much of anger, much of hatred is based not only on a lack of knowledge, but also fear.
I mean, ignorance is perhaps our worst enemy. In whatever religion you belong to, if you ignore someone else's ideas and you make monsters of those lack of knowledge or create prejudice out of misunderstandings, you are bound to discredit that person. You're bound to not relate to them, either in business or socially. And as long as we can tolerate, relate, and appreciate each other's religions, I think we'll live in a better world.
Conversations such as this with those who are different might be helpful to be able to understand and live in community with our neighbors.
The family that God invites us to be a part of is the family of the children of God. And the children of God means everyone who is descended from those first human beings that God created, be that Adam or Abraham or Noah or whoever, wherever you want to draw the lines of continuity makes no difference. But we are all of one family. We have different genetic structures, but we're all the same family. And to see ourselves as God's family instead of my little family tree kind of expands my perception of how it is that I treat. There would be not one thought in my mind to do anything I could for my grandchild who had a medical need. Now, if all persons are in my family, then how can I stand aside when there's a medical need for someone in Haiti or someone in South San Antonio or someone in, a foreign country so far away, let's say Afghanistan or Pakistan? How can I ignore the fact that they need the same medical attention that my granddaughter needs if we're all one family?